Hello everybody and welcome back. In the last video we were in the process of implementing our custom list view tile with activity, and in the process of building the UI there came a point where we had to define a leading widget for our list tile, and this leading widget was going to be this image widget which had a rounded image alongside this kind of a status indicator in it. And this was going to also be a custom widget that we were going to create by ourselves, but since I don't want to kind of bunch up all of these different topics into just one single video, I decided to cut that video short, and I decided to create this new video where we're going to be actually now focusing towards one, creating that widget, and then two, implementing that inside of our custom list view tiles. So without anything further to do, let's get into it. So to do this, what I'm going to do is that I'm not going to be creating a new file. I'm just going to be adding this rounded image with a activity indicator into the already existing rounded image.dart file that I have. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to then import that file inside of our custom list view tiles, and we're going to add our widget there. So I'm going to go to my rounded image.dart file, and inside of here, similar to how we created our rounded image class, I'm going to be creating an older class which is going to be rounded image network with status indicator. So let's get into it and let's see how to do it. So here I'm going to create another class that I'm going to call this rounded then image network with status indicator, and then I'm going to say that it extends a rounded image. And what rounded image does it extend? Well, it extends the rounded image network, which was the actual widget that we had created here. So I'm going to be taking this rounded image network class and I'm going to be extending upon it, and I'm going to be adding some additional new elements on top of it, and you'll see how that works. So now that our rounded image network with status indicator class extends our rounded image network class, what we can do is that we can define that we'll have a final Boolean, and this is going to be is active, because this is the new property that this class requires, and that is to know whether we have to show a green status indicator or a red status indicator. Apart from that, I'm going to create our rounded image network status indicator classes constructor. Quite a mouthful, I know. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be adding the curly brackets inside of here to signify that these are named arguments. So what name arguments do we require? Well, we require the arguments that this class requires, or the properties, but we also require all of the data for the superclass as well, which is the rounded image network, and that requires a key image paths size passed to it. So all in all, what we require is that we require a argument of type key, because that is what our superclass expects. We also require another required parameter string, which is going to be our image path. We also require another one, which is going to be the double size, which is also required by our parent class. And then we'll also have the final one thing that we require, that is the this dot is active property. And then after all of the properties are added, I'm going to call the superclass sys constructor, and I'm going to pass the key for the key. I'm going to pass the image path for the image path, and then I'm going to pass the size for the size, and then I'm going to add a semicolon at the end. And that's pretty much all we have to do. With this done, I'm going to also add a build method to our class, and I'm going to do command save. Inside of this build method is where we're going to be defining all of the logic. So our build method is going to, one, take the widget tree of our parent class, which is our rounded image network. It's going to add that, and on top of that, it's going to then add our container with the status indicator in it. So now that I'm in the application that we're building, I'm going to, inside of my build method, say that I'm going to return a stack. So a stack is a widget that allows us to put widgets one on top of each other. And then this stack widget is very similar to our row and column widget, but it requires a parameter called the clip behavior. And we're going to say clip.none. So that means that if the widgets that we have inside of our children's list, if they extend beyond the size of this stack widget, then do not clip them. Just don't clip them, just leave them as they are. Then I'm going to have an alignment, and I'm going to say that the alignment is going to be dot bottom right. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create the children's list. So the first element in our children's list is going to be the thing which is going to be the first thing, like in a stack of pancakes. And then once we have that, then the next thing after that is going to be on top of that. So the element at the first index is going to be at the bottom of the stack, and the element at the highest index is going to be at the top of the stack. So at the bottom of the stack, we actually require our image. So for that, I'm just going to call my superclass's build method, and I'll set the context to it, and it'll take care of building the rounded image for me and returning that to me. And on top of that, I'll add my container with the status activity indicator in it. So I'm going to have a circular container, which is going to be size times 0.20. We're also going to have a width, which is going to be size times 0.20. Now you're going to ask, where does size come from? Since we extend our rounded image network class, and it does have a property called size, we can access it in the child class as well. And then with this, I'm going to add a decoration attribute, and this decoration attribute is where we're going to be defining that our status indicator container is also going to be circular. And then what I'm going to do is that the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to define the color. So I'm going to say if is active, then what we're going to do is that we're going to set the color to be colors.green. And if it's not active, then what we're going to do is that we're going to set it to colors.red. And finally, I'll define the border radius as well. And the border radius is going to be border radius.circular. And then inside of there, I'll pass in my size. And then I'll add the comma, and I'll do Alt-Shift-F. And it's giving me an error. And that's because I forgot to add a semicolon or a parenthesis, at the end, and then add the corresponding commas and do Command Save. So with this, our rounded image network with status indicator class is done. Now I'm going to go back to my custom list view tiles. I'm going to go to the top where we actually import our widgets, and I'm going to make sure that our rounded image class is imported. Once I know that the class is imported, I'm going to come down and I'm going to go back to my list tile to the leading widget, and here I'm going to add a rounded image network with status indicator. And then it requires me to pass some parameters to it. The first is going to be key, so I'll pass a unique key for it. And then with this, I'm going to go to the next one, which is going to be the size. The size is going to be the height divided by 2. Then we'll have the image path. And the image path, what we can do is that we can just, for now, pass in the image path that gets passed to us. So that's going to be image path. And then finally, the last thing is going to be is active, which is going to be the thing that gets passed to us as well, which is active. And then with this, I'll do Alt-Shift-F, Command Save. And if I do this, you're going to see that now we're getting this rounded image. On top of it is that activity indicator. So now if I go back to my chats page and where we're rendering our custom list view tile with activity, and I change is active to true, and I do save, you're going to say that our status indicator turns green. If I change that to false and save, you're going to say that our status indicator turns to red. So with that, I'm going to end this video here, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll continue developing our custom list view tile. So with that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.